Okay, today I present to you the FX32 auto password, and it also, aka the game copier for Super Nintendo. Now this thing's pretty cool. I have it running on my Super Famicom with the Teleview, even though it can also work on the regular Super Nintendo. So this is what it looks like. It reminds me of the 32X with all this junk on top of the underneath and then the bottom of the Super Famicom. But I think it looks kind of intriguing. With all this stuff, it makes it pretty tall. Like here's an NES game. It's the same height about as the top of this, which is pretty big. Okay, so what you got here is your system. Takes Super Famicom cartridges or Super Nintendo cartridges. I don't think this is just nothing right here. You put your gains facing to the left. Put them to the right, it won't work. So with this, you could play copy. You could play just the cartridges, just as if you didn't have this in, or you can copy them, which is the purpose you'd have this for. Copy all your favorite games. Some of them require more than one floppy disk depending on the size, such as Earthbound, I believe, takes like 2. Some of the smaller games only take 1. So yeah, like I said, you could use Super Famicom cartridges, or Super Nintendo cartridges. So here we go. Here's the main menu. So from here you could run file Goldfinger. I believe that is sort of like Game Genie. I don't know what real-time save is. Let's see. Oops. Here's run file. That is for running something off the floppy drive. So to get back, just press Y or X. Then there's not too much to do. So let's see. The secret menu basically is select, which allows you to do all this stuff. Save IC card, run IC card, which means the cartridge. Rename file, delete file, that's for doing stuff with a floppy disk. Format the floppy disk, load data, save data, copy file. So let's see. This is what you do if you just want to run the cartridge as is without copying it. Now I have no idea what that is. Something in the game. Derby Stallion. Which I have no idea how to do anything. I found this game for like $1. They're speaking the Japanese. Okay, so that's cool. But what you're gonna really see is games run off of floppy. So here is that game, Derby Stallion. Now this thing can also run without a cartridge. Unlike N64 game copiers, which are quite a bit rare, they require a cartridge to run. So here's the floppy. Nothing special, just the floppy. So you put that in inside. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, this thing requires a power supply also. It uses, I don't know what the original power supply is, but a Genesis Model 1 power works fine. That's what I'm using right now, plugged in over there. So let's turn it on. It says WorldCom, which it also says on top of it right there. There's some warning. So to run file, just press B. Take a second. Go here, press B again. Now I'll load up the data. It seems to go down 1 every time I hear the access, which is interesting. Takes like about a little less than a minute. Sometimes games on 2 floppies, it will require, I'll say, insert next disk. So yeah, you'll have to do that. And it should start. Here we go. And here is the this is what it would be basically if you had a Super Nintendo test cartridge, which are pretty rare. I don't have one, I wish I had one. Here's something interesting, this is really weird right here, the sound test. Like if I press A for right sound channel, this is what it'll do.
This is your right channel. Right.
So yeah, I'll basically play like a version of Mario, but that's not what we came here to see. So yeah, this is pretty cool. They work pretty good. I don't know how long they'll work forever though. If they'll work forever because I don't know what kind of parts they use. It's probably not very good. I found it for $5 at a swap meet about 2 years ago now. I found this a long time ago. Haven't used it much. It's more of a novelty, especially now with more advanced cartridges that you could just plug in SD cards. This is pretty much obsolete nowadays. However, it's still an interesting piece of history. So yeah, thanks for watching.